Once upon a time,
I wish
in a far-off kingdom,
more than anything,
lived a young maiden
more than riches.
and a sad young lad, more than life,
I wish more than anything.
and a childless baker.
I
The
wish
king is giving a festival.
more than life,
I wish to go to the festival.
more than riches,
Oh, cow would give us some milk.
more than anything. Wish we had a
Please, pals, please, pals. I wish to go to the festival. Some milk or cheese. I wish. I wish to go to the festival.
The poor girl's mother had died.
You, Cinderella. What's that? Cinderella, she has to go to the festival. The festival. The king's festival.
And her father had taken for his new wife
The festival.
a woman with 2 daughters of her
Look at your
own.
nails, look at your dress, you will fight. Nevertheless, I still wish to go to the festival and dance before the prince.
All 3 were beautiful of face, but vile and black of heart. Jack, on the other hand, had no father, and his mother,
I wish,
well, she was not quite beautiful.
I wish my son were not a fool. I wish my house was not a mess. I wish the cow was full of milk. I wish the walls were full of gold. I wish a lot of things. You foolish child, what in heaven's name are you doing with the cow inside the house? A warm environment might just fuel Milky White needs to reduce his milk. It's a she. How many times must I tell you only she's can produce milk?
I wish it's not for me, it's for my granny in the woods. A loaf of bread, please, to bring my poor old hungry granny in the woods. Just a loaf of bread, please.
Cinderella's stepmother had a surprise for her.
I have emptied a pot of lentils into the ashes for you. If you will pick them out again in 2 hours' time, then you should go to the ball with us.
And perhaps a sticky bun or a fire. Birds in the sky, birds in the eaves and the leaves on the fields and the castles and ponds. And it's here with us.
No squares.
Birds pick through the ashes and peck but swiftly sift through the ashes into the pot.
Listen well, son. Milky White must be taken to market. But Mother, milk is the best cow. She's been dry for a week. We've no food nor money and no choice but to sell her while she can still command the price. But Milky White's my best friend in the whole world. Look at her. There are bugs on her dugs. There are flies in her eyes. There's a lump on her rump big enough to be a hump. But son, we've no time to sit and hither while her withers wither. And no one keeps the cow for a friend. Sometimes I feel your touch.
Into the woods, it's time to go. I hate to leave, I have to go. Into the woods, it's time, and so I must begin my journey. Into the woods and through the trees to where I am expected then. Into the woods to grandmother's house. Into the woods to grandmother's house. The light is clear, the light is good. I have no fear, nor no one should. The woods are just trees, the trees are just wood. I sort of hate to ask it, but do you have a basket?
Now, don't stray and be late.
Into the woods and down the tell, the path is straight, I know it well. Into the woods and who can tell
what he believed, he was eager to have a family of his own and was concerned that all efforts until now had failed.
Who could that be?
We have sold our last loaf of bread.
Oh, it's the witch from next door. We have no bread.
Oh, well, of course you have no bread.
What do you wish?
It's not what I wish. It's what you wish. Nothing cooking now and there, is there?
The old enchantress went on to tell the couple that she had placed a spell on their house.
In the past, when you were no more than a babe, your father brought his young wife and you to this cottage. They were a handsome couple, but not handsome neighbors. You see, your mother was with child, and she had developed an unusual appetite. She took one look at my beautiful garden and told your father that what she wanted more than anything in the world was greens, and nothing but greens, parsley, peppers, cabbages and celery, asparagus and watercress and fiddle buns and lettuce. He said, all right, but it wasn't quite as I caught him in the autumn in my garden one night. He was robbing me, raping me, reaching for my rutabagas, eating my arugula, ripping in my rafty and my dumpy and my favorite. I could lay a spell on him right there. Could turn him into a stone, or a dog, or a chair, or a... I let him have the rampy and I watched him spare. In return, however, I said, fair is fair. You'll let me have the baby. That's what I feel fair. Square.
Well, I had a brother.
No! But you had a sister.
But the witch refused to tell him any more of his sister, not even that her name was Rapunzel. She went on.
I thought I had been more than reasonable, that we all like live happily ever after. But how was I to know what your father had also hidden in his pocket? You see, when I inherited that garden, my mother had warned me that I would be punished if I were to lose any of the beans.
Beans?
The special beans! I let him go. I didn't know he'd stolen my beans. I was watching him crawl back over the wall. Then bang! Crash! A lightning flash! Oh, well, that's another story. Never mind. Anyway, it's the big day game. I made my claim when you're taking away the baby, then break, then screech. But I did, and I had a wish will never be reached. Your father died and your mother died, and for extra measure, I admit it was a pleasure. I said sorry, I'm still not mollified. And I laid a little spell on them. You too, son. That your family tree would always be a battle point. So, there's no more fuss, and there's no more scenes. Oh my God, I cried. You should leave my nectarines. But I'm telling you the same I tell kings and queens. Don't ever, never, ever mess around with my greens. Especially the beans.
Listen, Wild Jack. Leave Milky Way to market and fetch the best price you can. Take no less than £5. Are you listening to me? Yes. Now, how much are you to ask? No more than £5. Less than 5. Jack, head in a sack. The house is getting colder. This is not a time for dreaming. Chimney stack starting to crack. The mice are getting older. The floor has gone slack. Your mother's getting older. Your father's not back. And you can't just sit here dreaming pretty dreams. Tuesday night, forget today. You'll never keep the wolves away. So into the woods, the time is now. We have to live. I don't care how. Into the woods to sell the cow. You have to take the journey. Straight through the woods without delay. We have to face the marketplace. Into the woods to journey's end. Into the woods to sell a friend. Someday you'll have a real pet, Jack. A piggy.
Meanwhile, the witch, for purposes of her own, explained how the baker might lift the spell.
Reverse, you'll need a certain potion first. Go to the wood and bring me back 1. The cow as white as milk. 2. The cape as red as blood. 3. The hair as yellow as corn. And 4. The slipper as pure as gold. Bring me these. before the time of midnight, in 3 days' time. And you shall have, I guarantee, a child as perfect as child can be. Go to the woods!
Now may I go to the festival?
The festival? Darling those nails, darling those clothes, lentils are one thing, but darling with those, you take us to go to the festival. Mortify the prince.
The carriage is
We
waiting.
must be gone.
Good night, Father.
Oh,
I wish.
look what I found in Father's hunting jacket.
6 beans.
I wonder if they're
The witch's beans. We'll take them with us.
No, you are not coming with me.
I know you are fearful of the woods at
The
night.
spells are my house. Only I can lift the spell. The spells are my house.
Our house.
No,
We must
you
live
are not
the spell
to come and that is
together, the
final.
spell
Now, what am I to
forever.
return with?
You don't remember. The cow is white as milk, the cape is red as blood, hair is yellow as corn, the slipper is pure as
The
gold.
cow is white as milk, the cape is red as blood, the
And
hair is
so
yellow
the
as
baker
corn, the slipper is
reluctantly
pure
set
as
out to meet
gold.
the enchantress's demands. As for Cinderella,
So wish to go to the festival.
The cow is white as milk, the
But how
cape
am
is
I ever
red
to
as
get to
blood,
the
the hair is
festival?
yellow as
I know
corn,
how pleased it mother's baby
the slipper is pure as gold, the cow, the cape, the slipper is pure as gold. Once it's time to go, it may be all in vain, I know. Into the woods, but even so, I have to take the journey.
Into the woods, the path is straight, I know it well, but who can tell?
Into the woods to lift the spell.
Into the woods to visit mother. Into the woods to fetch the things.
To make the
To
potion.
go to the festival. Into the woods without regret. The choice is made, the task is set. Into the woods, but not forgetting why I'm on the journey. Into the woods to get my wish. I don't care how the time is now.
What's the sound the cow?
Wants to get money.
Into the woods to lift the spell.
To make the
To go to
potion.
the festival. Into the woods to grandmother's house. Into the woods to grandmother's house.
The way is clear, the light is good.
I have no fear, nor no one should. The woods are just trees, the trees are just wood. No need to be afraid there.
There's something in the glade there.
Into the woods without delay, but careful not to lose the way. Into the woods, who knows what may be lurking on the journey. Into the woods to get the things that makes it worth the journeying. Into the woods to see the king, to sell the cow.
To make the potion.
To see, to sell, to get, to bring, to make, to live, to go to the festival, into the woods. Into the woods. Into the woods and out of the woods. And only for dark.
Cinderella had planted a branch at the grave of her mother's, and she went there so often and wept so much that her tears had watered it until it had become a handsome tree.
Am I behind, mother, doing only what I heard from you? Why then am I left behind, mother? Is there something more that I should do? What is wrong with me, mother? Something must be wrong. I wish.
What, child? Specify. Opportunity is not a lengthy visitor, and good fortune, like that, can befall when least expected.
I wish.
Do you know what you wish? Are you certain what you wish is what you want? If you know what you want, then make a wish. Ask the tree, then you shall have your wish. Shiver, quiver, little tree, silver gold throw down on me. I'm off to give my wish.
Quiet. Silence everywhere, Milky White. Not to my liking.
Hello, Jack.
How did you know my name?
When first I appeared, I seem delirious. But what explain nothing serious?
Say that again?
On your way to market? Well, you might have been there long ago. Taking our time, are we, Jack?
No, sir.
Is that the truth?
Well, you see, now, Rusty.
And how much are you asking for the animal?
No less than £5.
5 pounds? Jack, why such a sum?
Well, my mother told
Your
me.
mother? A boy your age, why you'd be lucky to exchange her for a sack of beans.
Well, come along, Milky White. There are spirits here.
Good day, young lady.
Good day, Mr. Wolf.
Whither away so hurriedly?
To my grandmother's.
And what might be in your basket?
Bread and wine. So Granny will have something good to make her strong.
And, where might your grandmother live?
A good quarter of a league further in the woods. Her house stands under 3 large oak trees. Oh, this looks delicious. Yum, do you like candy too, Mr. Wolf? Oh my gosh. Ooh, my tummy kind of hurts from all those sweets, though. Oh well. Ooh, the good stuff.
Look at that flesh, pink and plump. Hello, tender and fresh, not one lump. Hello, little girl. This one's especially lush, delicious. Hello, little girl, what's your rush? You're missing all the flowers. The sun won't set for hours. Take your
Mother
time.
said straight ahead, not to delay or be misled.
Just slow, little girl, hark and hush. The birds are singing sweetly. You'll miss the birds completely. You're traveling so fleetly. Grandmother first, then Miss Plump. What a delectable couple. Utter perfection, one better, one supple, one
Mother
lovely,
said, come with me, follow the path and never stray.
just so, little girl, any path, so many worth exploring. This one would seem forswearing, and look what you're ignoring. Think of this crisp, aging bones, then something fresh on the palate. Think of that scrumptious carnality twice in one day. There's no possible way to describe what you feel when you're talking to your meat.
Mother said not to stray, still I suppose a small delay. Granny might like a fresh bouquet. Goodbye, Mr. Wolf.
Goodbye, little girl. And hello. Oh!
Oh my! Is harm to come to that little girl? In the red cape?
Forget the little girl and get the cake!
Well, you frightened me.
That's the cake! Get it! Get it!
How am I, how do you want me to get it?
You go up to the little thing and you take
Oh, I
it!
can't just take a cake from a little girl, you take it.
If I could, I would, but I can't.
Well, why not? Just go up and get the thing. Just...
My
A yellow cow and a golden slipper? Was it a golden cow and a yellow slipper or a red?
Cow is white as milk, the cape is red as blood, the hair is yellow as corn, the slipper is
What are you doing here?
You forgot your
You have no business being alone in the wood. You don't know what I've come across here. You would be frightened for your life.
I wish to help.
No. The spell is on my house.
Our house.
Only I can lift the spell. The spell is on my house. The spell is on
The cow is white as...
milk. Hello.
Hello, sir.
Hello there, young man. What might you be doing out here with a cow in the middle of the forest?
I was heading towards the market, but I seem to have lost my way.
He was heading toward the market. He seemed to have lost his way.
What were you planning to...
What were you planning to do there?
I must sell my cow, sir, for no less than £5.
5 pounds? Where am I supposed to get 5
She
pounds?
must be generous of milk to fetch 5 pounds.
Yes, ma'am.
And if you can't fetch that sum, then what are you to do?
I hadn't thought of that. I suppose my mother and I have no food to eat.
This is the sum total, huh?
Beans? Oh, beans! We mustn't give up our beans! Well, if you feel we must.
What?
Beans will bring you food, son.
Beans in exchange for my cow.
Oh, these are no ordinary beans, son. These beans carry magic.
Magic? What kind of magic?
Tell him!
Oh! Magic! Magic. Magic beans. Magic. That defies description.
My mother...
Why? You'd be lucky to exchange her for a sack of beans.
How many beans?
6.
5. We can't part with all of them. We must leave one for ourselves. Besides, I'd say they're worth £1 each at the very least.
Could I buy my cow back someday?
Well, possibly.
I guess this is goodbye, old pal. You've been a perfect friend. I hate to see us part, old pal. Someday I'll buy you back. I'll see you soon again. I hope that when I do, it won't be on a plate.
You take that cow and you go home.
I was trying to be helpful.
Magic beans! We have no reason to believe that they're magic. Are we going to dispel this curse through deceit?
No one would have given him more for the creature. We did him a favor, and at least we'll have some food.
5 beans.
If you know what you want, then you go and you find it and you get it.
Home.
Do we want a child or not? And you give and you take and you bid and you bargain or you live to regret.
Will you please go home?
There are rights and wrongs and in-betweens. No one waits when fortune intervenes. And maybe they're really back. Who knows? Why you do what you do, that's the point. All the rest of it is chatter.
Look at her, she's
If
crying.
the thing you do is pure in intent, if it's meant and it's just a little bent, does it matter?
Yes.
No, what matters is that everyone tells tiny lies. What's important really is the size. Always bury more tries and we'll have our prize. When the end's inside, you'll realize the end is right. It justifies the beans.
will carry this out in my own fashion.
And so, the baker continued his search for the cape as red as blood. As for Rapunzel, the witch was careful not to lose this beauty to the outside world, and so shut her within a doorless tower that lay deep within the forest.
Children are a blessing, if you know where they are. Nothing so distressing though as when they keep you guessing, so be sure you don't leave any doors ajar. Make a little world is big enough for me. Perfect, our little world is all it needs to be. Perfect, brushing my hair, combing my hair, only my mother and me in my hair. Our little world is perfect, if she just didn't drool.
Let down your hand to me. Rapunzel. Rapunzel.
Look at that complexion, still untouched by the sun. Children need protection just the way they need affection, or they wonder and they wander and they run from your little world. Perfect, washing my hair, tending her hair, drying my hair, something we can share. Our little world is perfect, with me so deeply, nothing to change. If she only would cut her nails, she like the other, didn't have those pointy teeth. This concern her tiny eyes, nothing that could possibly hurt her. Our little world, brushing my hair, reading her hair. What do I care what they're doing out there? If what was growing was only her hair and not her, that I prefer
Rapunzel. Rapunzel, what a strange name. Strange, but beautiful, and fit for a prince. Tomorrow, before that horrible witch arrives, I will stand before her tower and ask her to let down her hair. To me.
Hello there, little one.
Oh, hello.
Did you save some of the sweets for Granny?
Oh, I ate all the sweets and half a loaf of bread.
And, to tell me, where'd you get this beautiful red cape?
Oh, you like it?
Yeah.
My granny made it for me.
I'd love to have a red cape like this one.
Ouch, you look pretty foolish.
I want it badly.
Oh, please don't take it from me. Oh, no, no!
All right, calm down. I just wanted to make sure that you really love the cape, and now I see that you do. So off to Granny's with you, and make sure no wolves come your way.
Oh, I'd rather a wolf than you any day.
If you know what you want, then you go and you find it and you take it. Do I want a child or not? It's a cloak. What's a cloak? It's a joke. It's a stupid little cloak. And a cloak is what you make it. So you take it. Things are only what you need them for. What's important is who needs them more.
And so the baker, with newfound determination, went after the red cake. As for the little girl, she was surprised to find her grandmother's cottage door standing open.
Oh dear, I don't feel too well. Perhaps it was all the sweets. Oh, good day, grandmother. My grandmother, you're looking very strange. What big ears you have!
The better to hear you with, my dear.
But grandmother, what large eyes you have!
The better to see you with, my dear.
Oh, but grandmother, what big hands you have!
The better to hug you with, my dear.
Grandmother, what a terrible big white mouth you have!
The better to eat you with.
And scarcely had the wolf said this than with a single bound he was devouring the little girl. Well, it was a full day of eating for both, and with his appetite appeased, the wolf took to bed for a nice, long nap.
Huh. Well, that grandmother's got a mighty snore. Connie, where's the little one? Oh, eating, no doubt. Or eaten. Grandmother! Granny, what's that piece of red cloth hanging from the corner of your mouth? Why, it looks to be a piece of... Aha! I'll get that cake from within your stomach!
Oh, what a fright! How dark and dank it was inside that wolf!
Take that knife and cut his evil heel! Let's see the demon sliced into 1,000 bits! Better yet, let the creature die a painful, agonizing death!
Granny!
Quiet, child! This evil must be destroyed.
Well, I shall leave you two to your task.
Don't you want to keep the skins?
Oh, no. Why would I want to do that?
What kind of hunter are you?
Oh, I'm a baker.
Mother said straight ahead, not to delay or be misled. I should have heeded her advice, but he seemed so nice. And he showed me things, many beautiful things that I hadn't thought to explore. They were off my path, so I never had dared. And he'd been so careful, I never had cared. And he made me feel excited, well, excited and scared. When he said, come in with that sickening grin, how could I know what was in store? Once his teeth were bared, though I really got scared, well, excited and scared. And he drew me close and he swallowed me down a dark, slimy path where like secrets that I never want to know. And when everything familiar seems to disappear forever at the end of the path, with Granny once again, so we went in the dark till you came and set us free. And you brought into the light, and we're back at the start. And I know things now, many valuable things that I hadn't known before. Do not put your faith in a cape and a hood. They will not protect you the way that they should. And take extra care with strangers, even flowers have their dangers, and though scary is exciting, nice is different than good. Now I know, don't be scared, Granny is right, just be prepared. Isn't it nice to know a lot? And a little bit not. Oh, Mr. Baker, you saved our lives. Here,
What? Are you certain?
yes. Maybe Granny will make me another one with the skins of that wolf.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
And so the baker, with the second article in hand, feeling braver and more satisfied than he had ever felt, ran back through the woods. As for the lad Jack,
Ow, mother! Oh, only adults would exchange
beans? Mother, no. What? To beg without supper for you. What am I going to do with you?
Little did they know that those beans would grow into an enormous stalk that would stretch into the heavens.
I just need to catch my breath.
What a beautiful gown you're wearing.
Were
you at the King's Festival?
Yes.
Aren't you the lucky one? Why ever are you in the... What is this? Oh,
Have you seen a beautiful young maiden dressed in a ball gown pass through?
oh I don't think so, sir.
I think I see her over there.
I've never lied to royalty before. I've never anything to royalty before.
Oh, thank you.
If a prince were looking for me, I certainly wouldn't hide.
Well, what brings you into the woods? With a cow.
My husband, somewhere in the woods, he's undoing the spell.
Oh.
No, the prince. What was he like?
He's a very nice prince.
And
it's a very nice ball. And when I entered, they trumpeted.
And the prince.
Oh, the prince.
Yes, the prince.
He's tall.
Is that all? Did you dance? Is he charming? They say that he's charming.
We did nothing but dance.
Yes.
And
And?
it made a nice
No,
change.
the prince.
Oh, the prince.
Yes, the prince.
He has charm for a prince, I guess.
Yes.
I don't need a wide range, and it's all very strange.
Are you to return to the festival tomorrow evening?
Perhaps.
Perhaps. Oh, to be pursued by a prince. Oh, all that pursues me is tomorrow's spread. What I want to give to be in your shoes.
Would you look over there? An enormous vine right next to that little cottage.
Oh, I mean
It
slippers.
looks like a giant beanstalk rising into the stars.
gold.
I must get home.
Wait, I need your shoes. No.
On midnight gone.
No knot unties itself.
Sometimes the things you most wish for are not to be touched.
The harder to get, the better to have. Agreed? Agreed.
Never wear mauve or pink.
Or open your mouth. The difference between a cow and a bean is a bean can begin an adventure. Slotted spoons don't hold much soup.
The prettier the flower, the farther from the path.
Go for the family, go for the wine.
On midnight gone. The mouth of the most lucky in the world.
A servant is not just a dog to a prince.
Opportunity is not a lengthy visitor.
You may know what you need, but to get what you want, better see that you keep what you have.
Midnight gone.
Some of the things you must wish for are not to be touched.
Into the woods, into the woods, into the woods, and out of the woods and home before.
There are giants in the sky. There are big, tall, terrible giants in the sky. When you wake up tight and look look at the world, you laugh at the things you know little more than a glance is enough to show you just how small you are. When you wake up tight and you're on your own in the world, like none that you've ever known in the sky is land and the earth to stone, you're free to do whatever pleases you, exploring things you never dared because you don't care when somebody is big, small, terrible giant at the door. A big, tall, terrible lady giant sweeping the floor. And she gives you food and she gives you rest. And she draws you close to her giant breast. Know things now that you never knew
you before. Not till the sky. Only just when he made a friend, and all you know, she's big, but you don't feel small, someone bigger than her comes along the hall to swallow you for lunch. And your heart is lead and you're strongly shown, and it really scared being all alone. And it's then that you long for the things you've known in the world, you've left the knowledge you own, the fun is gone, you do what you can and run. And scramble down into the slow lone world, you know the things you will do. The house and your mother at the door. The house and the world you never thought to explore. And you think of all of the things you've seen, and you wish that you could live in between. And you're back again, only different than before. After the sky, there are giants in the sky. There are big, tall, terrible, awesome, scary, wonderful giants in the sky. Good fortune, sir. Look what I have. Here's 5 gold pieces.
5 gold pieces?
I had more, but my mother made me surrender them. She allowed me these 5 to do with as I pleased.
Oh my.
Where's Milky White?
Oh, Milky White is back home with my wife.
Well, let's go find them.
Oh, wait, I'm not sure I wish to sell.
But you said I might buy her back.
I said you might buy her back.
Are you saying that you wish more money?
Well, more money.
Keep this. I'll go fetch her.
No, that's not what I meant, young man. 5 gold pieces. With this money, I could buy baking supplies for a year. I could buy a new chimney or a thatched roof.
But could you buy yourself a child?
Who are you?
When first I hear, I seem delirious, but when explained, I'm nothing serious. Could you buy yourself a child?
I don't understand.
How badly do you wish to have a child? 5 gold pieces? 10? 20?
No, I haven't really put a price on it.
Exactly. You've not thought about many things.
Wait,
Have you? So,
give me that money back. It's not yours.
nor is it Jack's. The money is not what's important. What's important is that your wish be honored.
Hey, no, come back here. Damn it, Bertie. Hey. What are you doing here?
You've the cake.
Yes, I have the cake. You're 2 of the 4.
3.
No, 2. I have the cake, and you've the cow.
You cake!
What have you done with the cow?
I lost her. She never reached home. I've been looking for her all night.
Should have known better than to have entrusted her to you.
She might just as easily have run away from you.
Yeah, but she didn't.
But she might
But
have.
she didn't.
The cow is gone! Get it back! Get it back!
We were just going to do that.
Yes.
Here, look, I got the cake. Take it and you can...
Don't give that to me, fool! I don't want to touch that! Have you no sense? I'm Rapunzel. Listen to her beautiful music.
Lovely.
She's very gifted.
Deliver the items before last midnight, or you'll wish you never thought to have a child.
I don't like that woman.
I'm sorry I lost the cow.
I'm sorry I yelled. Now, go back home. I will do this in my own fashion, and then we can go back to living our lives. No more roaming around the woods for strange objects. No more dim-witted boys or hungry little girls. Go.
There you are, good brother. Father and I have wondered where you had gone.
I've been looking all night for her.
Her?
The beautiful one I danced the evening with.
And where did she go?
She's disappeared. With the finest morning mist.
She was lovely.
The loveliest.
Not certain of that. You see, I, too, have found a lovely maid. She lives here, in the woods.
The woods.
Yes, in the top of a tall tower that has no doors or stairs.
Where's that?
2 leagues from here, due east, just beyond the mossy knoll.
And I must ask, how do you manage a visit?
Well, I stand before her tower and say, Rapunzel! Rapunzel, let down your hair to me. And then she lowers the longest, most beautiful head of hair, yellow as corn, which I climb to her.
Rapunzel! What kind of name is that? You jest, I've never heard of such a thing.
I speak the truth. She's as true as your maiden. A maiden running from a prince? None would run from us.
Yet one has. Did I abuse her or show her disdain? Why does she run from me? If I should lose her, how shall I regain the heart she has won from me? Agony, beyond power of speech, when the one thing you want is the only thing out of your reach.
High in her tower, she sits by the hour, maintaining her hair. Blithe and becoming, and frequently humming a light-hearted air. Agony, far more painful than yours, when you know she would go with you, if there only were doors. Agony, oh, the torture they teach. What's as intriguing,
Or half so fatiguing,
as what's out of reach?
am I not sensitive, clever, well-mannered, considerate, passionate, charming, as kind as I am, some an heir to a throne?
You are everything maidens could wish for.
Then why do I know the girl must be mad?
You know nothing of madness till you're climbing her hair, and you see her up there as you're nearing her, all the while hearing her.
Agony, misery, though it's different for each. Always 10 steps behind,
Always 10 feet below,
and she's just out of reach.
agony that can cut like a knife. I must have her to
Two princes, each more handsome than the other. No, here. Yes, here.
Excuse me, young woman. Have you encountered a boy with carrot-top hair and a sunny, though occasionally vague disposition answering to the name of Jack?
Not the one partial to a white cow.
He's the one.
Have you seen the cow?
No, and I don't care to ever again. Children can be very queer about their animals. You be careful with your children.
I have no children.
That's okay, too.
Yes. Oh, well, I've not seen your son today.
I hope you didn't go back up that beanstalk. Quit while you're ahead, I say. Jack! Jack! Jack!
Moo! Moo! Looking for your cow?
Where did you find her? Hello?
What are you doing here?
I have come to make amends.
I want you to stay out of this, old man.
I have come to see your wish granted.
You've caused enough trouble. Keep out of my path.
about you?
Oh, hello. Oh, it's these slippers. They're not much suited for these surroundings. They're not much suited for dancing either.
Oh, I'd say these slippers were as pure as gold.
Yes, they're all you could wish for in beauty.
But I'm gonna give her just one.
One is not likely to do you much good.
Yes, well, was the ball just as wonderful as last evening?
Oh, but still a nice ball.
Yes. And?
They have far too much food.
No, the prince.
Oh, the prince.
Yes, the prince.
If he knew who I really was.
Oh, who?
I'm afraid I was rude.
Oh,
Now I'm being pursued.
Yes, and?
I'm in the mood.
You must really have taken a liking to you.
I don't have much experiences with princess castles and gowns.
Nonsense, every girl dreams.
Sir, look, yes, there she is. Move, move.
Wait, I need your shoe.
Stop that!
No, I needed to have a chocolate.
And I need to get out of here!
Where did she go?
Who?
Don't play the fool, woman.
Oh, you mean the beautiful young maiden in the ball gown. She went that direction. I was trying to hold her here for you.
I can capture my own damsel, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Get it again!
Who?
Well, the prince, of course!
That direction, but you'll never reach him.
Oh, we put him in that mug with the cow and it arrested us!
Cows almost as ugly as Cinderella.
Insult to a cow mother! That's a
Please, let me just compare this corn with the color of your hair. It won't take very long, and I just need to...
Please! He wants to compare our hair to corn!
What are you doing back here? I've had no luck.
You've the cow.
Yes. I've the cape and the cow, only 2 of the 4.
3.
No, 2.
3. Compare this to your corn.
Where did you find it?
I pulled it from a maiden in a tower.
3!
And I would have had the 4th, but she got away.
That's wonderful news. We have a full day. Surely we'll be able to locate that slipper by then.
You mean you'll allow me to stay?
Well, yes, perhaps it will take 2 of us to have this child.
You've changed, you're daring, you're different in the woods. More sure, more sharing, you're guiding us through the woods. If you could see, you're not the man who started, and much more open-hearted than I knew you to be.
It takes 2. I thought 1 was enough. It's not true. It takes 2 of us. You came through. When the journey was rough, it took you. It took 2 of us. It takes care. It takes patience and fear and despair to change. Do you swear to change? We can tell if you do. It takes 2.
You've changed, you're thriving. There's something about the woods, not just surviving. You're blossoming in the woods. At home, I fear we'd stay the same forever. And then out here, you're passionate, charming, considerate.
It takes 1 to begin, but then once you've begun, it takes 2 of you, it's no fun. But what needs to be done, you can do. When there's 2 of you, if I dare, it's because I'm becoming aware of us. As a pair of us, each accepting a share of what's there. We've changed, we're strangers. I'm meeting you in the woods. Who minds what dangers? I know get past the woods. Our woods are past. Let's hope the changes last beyond woods.
beyond witches and slippers and hoods. Just the two of us beyond lies, safe at home with our beautiful prize. Just a few of us, it takes trust. It takes just a bit more and we're done. We want four, we had none, we got three. We need one, it takes two.
Stop that hen! Oh, Providence! My Milky White! And yours! And my hen.
Look what this hen just dropped in my hand.
A golden egg. I've never seen a golden egg before.
You see, I promised you more than the 5 gold
Hey, no,
pieces
no, no,
I
no, no.
gave you, sir.
5 gold pieces.
Now I'm taking my cow.
5 gold pieces.
Look, I never said I wanted to sell.
But you took the 5 gold pieces.
You took 5 gold
I did
pieces?
not take, you gave.
And where are these 5 gold pieces?
Well, there was this old man who came and...
You said I could have my cow.
You would take money before a
Look,
child?
I said you might have her, not that you could. It's not that big of a deal, guys.
Milky White is dead.
2.
Wanting a ball is not wanting a prince.
Near may be better than far, but it still isn't there. Better than far, but it still isn't there.
The ball
So near, so far.
Never left somebody else's child.
2 minutes gone.
When you
So near.
Your own, the prince. The greatest prize can often lie at the end of the thorniest path.
2 minutes gone.
2 minutes gone.
Midnight's gone, and the exhausted baker and his wife would have to find a place to bury the dead Milky White.
You must go to the village in search of another cow.
And what do you propose I use to purchase this cow?
I don't know, give him the bean, tell him it's magic.
No one with a brain larger than this is going to exchange their cow for a bean.
Well, then, steal it.
Steal it? Just 2 days ago, you were accusing me of exercising deceit in securing the cow.
Fine, fine, then don't steal it and resign yourself to a childless life.
I feel it best you go for the cow, as I have met a maiden with a golden slipper these previous eves, and I think I might succeed in winning one of her shoes.
Fine.
Fine.
That is simply...
Fine!
Unfortunately for Rapunzel, the witch discovered her affections for the prince before he could spirit her away.
What did I clearly say? Children must listen. What will you not do? Children must see and learn. What do not obey? Children should listen. What have I been to you? What would you have me be? Handsome like a prince. Oh, but I am old, I am ugly, I embarrass you. Yes, you are ashamed of me. You are ashamed. You don't understand. It was lonely atop that tower. I was not company enough. I am no longer a child. I wish to see the world. Don't you know what's out there in the world? Someone has to shield you from the world. Stay with me. Princes wait there in the world true. Princes, yes, but wolves and humans too. Stay at home.
that you had a visitor. I will not show you. But I will show you a world you've never seen! Rapunzel, wait! Rapunzel!
When is a white cow not a white cow? I don't know. Leave me alone. Haven't I left you alone long enough? Your questions make no sense, old man. Go away. In need of another cow.
What a beautiful cape!
Oh, stay away from my cape or I'll slice you into 1,000 bits!
I don't want it. I was just admiring it.
Oh, my granny made it for me from a wolf that attacked us. And I got to skin the animal. And best of all, she gave me this beautiful knife for protection.
Oh, well, look what I have. A hen that lays golden eggs.
This old thing? I don't believe it came from that hen. Where did you get that egg?
I stole this from the kingdom of the giant up there. And if you think that this is something, you should see the golden harp the giant has. It plays the most beautiful tunes without your even having to touch it.
Of course it does. Why don't you go up to the kingdom right now and bring it back and show me?
I could.
You could not.
I could.
You could not, Mr. Liar.
I'm not a liar. I'll get that harp. You'll see.
After having cast Rapunzel out to a remote desert, the witch returned to take the prince by surprise. And as he leapt from the tower, the thorns into which he fell pierced his eyes and blinded him. As for Cinderella, she returned from her final visit to the festival.
He's a very smart prince. He's a prince who prepares, knowing this time I'd run from him. He spread pitch on the stairs. I was caught unawares, and I thought, well, he cares. This is more than just malice. Better stop and take stock if you're standing here stuck on the steps of the palace. You think, what do you want? You think, make a decision. Let's see and be caught. You think, well, it's a thought, what would be his response? But then what if he knew who you were when you know that you're not what he thinks that he wants? But then what if you are what a prince would envision? Although how can you know who you are till you know what you want, what you don't? So then which do you pick? You're safe out of sight and yourself, but where everything's wrong, or where everything's right, but you know that you'll never belong. And whichever you pick, do it quick, 'cause you're starting to stick to the steps of the palace. It's your first big decision. The choice isn't easy to make. To arrive at a ball is exciting, and all once you're there, though it's scary. And it's fun to deceive when you know you can leave, but you have to be wary. There's a lot that's at stake, but you've stalled long enough, 'cause you're still getting stuck in the stuff on the steps. Better run along home and avoid a collision. Even though they don't care, you'd be better off there where there's nothing to choose, so there's nothing to lose. So you pry off your shoes and from out of the blue, and without any guide, you know what your decision is, which is not to decide. You'll just leave me a clue. For example, a shoe. And then see what he'll do. Now it's he and not you who is stuck with a shoe in a stew. In the goo. And you learn something too, something you never knew. On the steps of the palace. nothing to discuss? You've attacked me once before.
Well, I didn't attack you. I attacked your shoe. I need it. Here is a magic bean in exchange for it.
Magic bean? Nonsense! Besides, I've already given up one shoe this evening. My feet cannot bear to give up another.
I needed to have a child.
That makes no sense.
Does it make sense that you're running from a prince?
Stop!
Here, take my shoes. You'll run faster.
Thank you.
Who was that woman?
I don't know, sir.
Lying will cost you your life.
I've done nothing.
Peasant.
Give word, and all will come. I've the cow.
I've the slipper we've all for.
I will give this to the prince, and we will search the kingdom tomorrow for the maiden who will fit this shoe.
No, please. It's mine. I don't care if it costs me my life.
Give.
What was that noise?
Oh, sir, just a bolt of lightning in a far-off kingdom.
How dare you go off and search without me?
My apologies, sir. I thought that they might...
Enough of what you thought. I employed a ruse and I had the entire staircase smeared with pitch. Then when she ran down, remained the maiden's slipper.
Brilliant.
I thought so. It did create quite a mess when the other guests left, but worth it.
And I, sir, have succeeded in obtaining the other slipper.
Excellent.
Give her the slipper, and all will come to a happy end.
Who are you, old man?
When first I appear, I see you.
Shut up!
Do as he says. He's clearly some sort of spirit, and we only need one. Yeah.
There's a dead giant in my backyard! I heard Jack coming down the beanstalk, calling for his axe, and when he reached the bottom, he took it and began hacking down the stalk. Suddenly, with the crash, the beanstalk fell, but there was no Jack! For all I know, he's been crushed by that ogre!
Well, worrying will do you no good. If he's safe, then he's safe, and if he's been crushed, then there's not much we can do about that, now is there? Let us be off. I must rest before tomorrow's search is to commence.
Doesn't anyone care that a giant has fallen from the sky?
He's dead, is he not?
Such a thought, I suppose. The guard mid-notch is there, with all the objects.
Yes, slipper, hair.
Cape cow.
That cow doesn't look as white as milk to me.
She is.
That cow has been covered with flour!
Look, we had a cow as white as milk. We really did, I assure you.
Then where is she?
Well,
She's dead.
yeah, we thought you might prefer a live cow.
Oh, well, of course I'd prefer a live cow.
So bring me the dead one and I can bring it back to life!
You can do that?
Now! There you are, I've been worried sick. Mother looks the most beautiful one. Shame on you. You've stolen too much and you could have been killed coming down that plant.
She's too heavy!
What's happening?
No, he won't. Now I have two friends, a cow and a horse. Quiet! Feed the objects to the cow.
What?
You heard me. Feed them to the cow.
All right, what? What?
Feel this. I'll do it. She'll only know for me. Wrong ingredients.
No! Forget about it! No, you wait 1 moment. We followed your instructions. 1, that cow is as white as milk, correct?
Yes.
And 2, the cape was certainly as red as blood.
Yes!
3, the slipper.
Yes!
And 4, I compared that hair with an ear of corn.
I pulled it from a maiden in the tower.
What? What were you doing in there?
I happened to be passing by, so...
Don't you understand? I touched that hair. I can't touch any of the ingredients.
The corn! The corn, what? The silky hair from the corn, pull it from the ear and feed it to the cow. Quickly.
This had better work, old man. Before the last stroke of midnight, your son will be the last of your flesh and blood.
Son?
Please, not now.
Yes, meet your father.
Father, but I thought you died in a baking accident.
I didn't want to run away from your son, but I...
It's working!
She's milking!
I don't understand.
Now, into the cup!
We've given you what you wish.
Now when can we expect a child?
What's wrong?
Son,
Father! Father, what's I don't understand.
oh, it's my shame.
He's dead.
And so, Milky White, after a night of severe indigestion, was reunited with the now wealthy Jack. The mysterious man died, having helped end the curse on his house. For the baker, there would be no reunion with his father, and he and his wife, bewildered, returned home. The witch, who had been punished with age and ugliness the night her beads were stolen and the lightning flashed, was now restored to her former state of youth and beauty. As for the prince, he began his search for the foot to fit the golden slipper. When he arrived at Cinderella's house, Cinderella's stepmother took the slipper into Florinda's room.
Darling, I know. It'll have to go, but when you're ready to sit and ride, you never need to walk.
The girl obeyed and swallowed her pain, and joined the prince on his horse, riding off to become his bride.
Look at the blood within the shoe. This one is not the bride, that's true. Search for the foot that
The prince returned the false bride and asked the other sister to try on the shoe.
I told you your foot was too fat. Shut up, yours isn't fitting either. My daughter's had fat feet. Why let it fit? Darling, you still cut up a bit of the heel and it will, and when you're sick of such a life, you never need to walk.
The girl obeyed and swallowed her pain, but as she was helped onto the back of the horse by the prince, he noticed blood trickling from the shoe.
Have you no other daughters?
To which the woman replied,
No, only a stunted little kitchen wench whose late wife left behind. She's much too dirty, she can't show herself.
I insist.
and when Cinderella presented herself and tried on the blood-soaked slipper, it fit like a glove.
This is the true bride.
I always wanted a son.
And much to the dismay of the stepmother and her daughters, Cinderella rode off to become his bride.
No, 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 within the shoe. This is the proper bride for
voice so familiar that he ran towards it. Rapunzel, overjoyed at seeing him, fell into his arms weeping. Her tears wetted his eyes, and their touch restored his vision.
I was going to come fetch you as soon as you had learned your lesson.
Are you? Surely you remember.
Mother? This is who I truly am. Come with me, child. We can be happy as we once were.
She will not go with you.
Let her speak for herself.
No. Please. You're the only family I know. You and those beautiful babies. Come with me. You give me no choice. No, please.
As is often the way in these tales, in exchange for her youth and beauty, the witch lost her powers over others. When the wedding of the prince was celebrated, Lucinda and Florinda attended, wishing to win favor with Cinderella and share in her good fortunes. But as the sisters stood by the blessed couple, pigeons swooped down upon them and poked out their eyes and punished them with blindness.
I see your princess found you. Thank you for the slipper.
I never thought I'd wed a prince.
I didn't think I'd ever find you. I never thought I could be so happy.
And it came to pass, all that seemed wrong was now right. The kingdoms were filled with joy, and those who deserved to were certain to live a long and happy life. Ever after! Drumming over, all is mended, and it's not just for today, but tomorrow, and extended, ever after. All the curses have been ended, the reverses wiped away, all this tenderness and laughter for forever after.
Happy ever after.
Never dangers, and usually sit on the path, but often swerve, never constant disillusions, but they never lost their nerve, and they reached the right conclusions, and they got what they deserved.
I was saying I was naughty, I was smug, we were happy. It was small, we were blind, then we went into the woods to get our wishes, and we're really blind. I was perfect. I had a beauty like power, and a belt like a flower, and a tower. Then I went into the woods to get my wish, and I'm ordinary.
But be careful, but be clever. When you see your wish pursue, it's a dangerous endeavor. But the only thing to do is fearful. Those secrets are the wings. They'll have the wings of the walls. You mustn't stop, you mustn't hurt, you mustn't fall. You have to act, so you have to wish, you have to wish, you have to wish, but you can't just wish to get your wish. Into the woods where happiness never reaches, those that wolves are here. Into the woods and through the fear, you have to take the journey. Into the woods and down the dell, and maybe perhaps what you can tell. Into the woods to let the spell, into the woods to lose the longing. The woods to have the charm to win the princess for money. Stay in the house, to find a father. To have to wait to get to see, to kill, to keep, to go to the festival. Into the woods, into the woods, into the woods, and I go.
To be continued! No, I know. Yeah, no, I just got him down, we had story time, it was great. Yeah, no, French's training pays off. 100 in storytelling right here. You know, it was so good that they could almost see it in front of them. You know, there was actually, like, people embodied by me that would, like, work, you know? Yeah. Why didn't I tell them part 2? It would destroy their childhood. Yeah. No, I know. Yeah, no, I couldn't do that to them. They're too nice. Oh yeah, Eli, yeah, Eli's pretty great, isn't he? Yeah. Oh, you want me to tell you part 2? Okay. You're in for a big surprise. But okay, I'll tell you. You're not gonna like it, but okay. Okay. Right, I'm gonna put you on FaceTime, then you can like see everything, you can see the magic. So like, yeah, I'll see you in like a second. I don't know. Okay, bye. Once upon a time, later, in the same far-off kingdom, more than anything, lived a young princess, the lad Jack, and the baker, with his family.
I wish to sponsor a festival.
More than life,
The time has come for a festival.
more than riches.
Kingdom up in the sky. More than anything.
Wish we had more.
But despite some minor inconveniences, they were all content.
I never thought I'd wed a prince.
I never thought I'd find perfection. I never thought I could be so
Not unhappy moments since.
Now I can see the full objection. I never thought I could be so
With my cow.
Little gurgle.
Darling, I must go now.
Where's the cheesecloth?
Wishes may bring problems such that you regret them. Better that the than to never get them. I'm gonna be a perfect soul. I'm gonna see that he is so happy. I never thought I'd love my life. 5% of for a dollar. Then to become a wolf, then to be sent for love. Then to beget a child, and fortune smile. So
If only this cottage were a little
Oh, I
larger.
will expand our quarters in due time.
Why expand? We could simply move to another
No,
cottage.
this was my father's house, and soon too will it be my son's.
There's a child alongside of which
He always cries when I hold him.
babies cry if you spy.
No, he wants his mother here.
I cannot take care of him all
I'll
the
care for him
time.
when he's older.
We had to go through thick and thin.
I never thought I'd be so much I hadn't
Are you all right?
Yes, I'm fine.
And the baby?
He's fine. Are you all right?
Yes, I'm fine. You! It's you who did this to our house.
Always thinking of yourself. Look at my garden.
What of your garden?
Look!
It's destroyed.
What has happened?
I was thrown to the ground. I saw nothing.
What could do such a thing?
Was it an earthquake?
No earthquake. My garden has been trampled. Those are footprints.
Who could do such a thing?
Anything with footprints that large is no who.
Do you think it was a bear?
A bear? Bears are sweet. Did you ever see a bear with 40-foot feet?
A dragon.
No scorch marks. They're licked.
Griffin?
Imaginary.
Magical?
Extinct.
A giant?
Possible. Very, very possible.
A giant?
Maybe we should tell someone.
Who are you going to tell?
Why, the royal family, of course.
The royal family. I wouldn't go to that family to snuff out a rat. Now with a giant, well, I'll have to go to battle. A giant's the worst. A giant has a brain. Hard to outwit a giant. A giant's just like us, only bigger. Much, much bigger. So big that we are just an expendable dog beneath its foot. Oh, no more crunch. All right, saving that for later.
No, come on.
And so the baker proceeded to the castle, but not before visiting Jack and his mother.
Look, Milky White, it's the butcher.
The baker, but that's all right. It's the baker.
What can we do for you, sir?
I've come to investigate the destruction that was wrought upon my house today.
Jack's been home with me all day.
The baker went on to tell Jack and his mother that he feared there was a giant in the land.
I can recognize the giant's footstep. If I could go to your house, you'll do no such thing.
Any help at all?
I'm sorry, but you'll get none from us. I didn't see you volunteering to my aid when there was a giant in my backyard.
A giant in your backyard is one thing. A crushed home is quite another.
Look, young man, giants never strike the same house twice. I wouldn't worry.
Well, I'm taking it to the castle regardless.
When the baker reached the castle, it was the princess who greeted his news. The story unfolds.
Madam, this small man insists on seeing you.
I've come to report the appearance of a giant in our land.
Where did you see a giant?
Well, I didn't exactly see.
Well, then how do you know there's a giant in the land?
My house has been crushed. There are footprints.
That could have been caused by any number of things. I will show you to the door.
Wait, please, look, Princess, we have a young child, and our child was very hard to come by, and his safety is of great importance to me.
Are we entirely through now?
Yes.
I'll see to it the prince hears about the giant. Thank you.
I'm going off to sell the harp, Jack. Mother, no! Please, we don't want that thing around here when there's a giant on the loose. But I know how to kill a giant. Please, we've had our fill of giants. But Mother, if only I could help. Enough! I want you to promise you won't leave your surroundings. But Mother!
I'm a man now.
You're still a little boy in your mother's eyes. I want you to promise. Promise!
Oh, I promise.
What happened to your house?
Oh, we've had a baking
A
accident.
baking accident?
There's no use frightening the young thing.
You can't frighten her.
Oh, I guess Granny will have to do without the bread and sweets. Besides, I have all I can carry. Oh, thank you.
Why such a load?
Oh, I'm moving in with Granny. We had an accident too. I came home to find our house collapsed as if a big wind blew it in.
Oh no.
I couldn't find my mother anywhere. So I salvaged what I could and now I'm off.
Oh, good friends. What news have you? What is Mother's grave? What kind of trouble? Oh no, I can't go investigate. A princess is not allowed to go into the woods unescorted. Good idea. I will go in a disguise and then I can go see what the trouble is. Thank you, Bert.
We'll take you to Granny's.
What?
Well, I don't want to go in alone.
I don't need anyone to take me. I've gone many times before.
About when such winds were blowing.
That's right. We'll all take you to Granny's.
I will take you to Granny's.
I am not about to stay here with the baby when a wind might return to this house too.
Fine.
I know Mother made me promise, but I'm going to find that giant anyway.
Into the woods, it's always when you think at last you're through, and then into the woods you go again to take another journey.
Into the woods, the weather's clear. We've been before, we've not to fear. To the woods away from here.
To find the giant.
To the woods to grandmother's house.
Into the woods, the path is straight, no reason then to hesitate.
Into the woods, it's not so late. It's just another journey.
Into the woods, but not too long. The skies are strange, the winds are strong. Into the secrets to see what's wrong.
To slay the giant.
Into the woods,
To shield the child. To flee the winds.
to find a future.
To shield.
slay.
To flee.
Find.
to hide, to move,
to babble, to see what the trouble is.
I'm gonna get to you, little babies. Oh, nothing in your dream. Oh, she's so cute.
What are you doing here? Oh, what's the matter?
Oh, nothing. You just locked me in a tower without company for all my life. Then blinded my prince. Then banished me to a desert where I had liberty. And again, no company. And then I worked wings. Yeah. Because of the wings, you treated me. I'll never be happy.
I was just trying to be a good mother. Rapunzel! Rapunzel, wait! There's a giant running about! Stay with me!
Good brother, what a surprise.
Brother, how good to see you.
What brings you into the wood today?
I'm investigating news of a giant.
You investigating news of a giant? Father would not even do that. That is business for your steward, or less.
Well, what brings you into the wood?
You see, it's, my Rapunzel has run off.
Run off?
She's a changed woman. She's subject to hysterical fits of crying, moods that no soul could predict. I know not what to do.
What a pity.
And, Cinderella.
She remains well.
Does she? Now, brother, do tell what you're really doing here.
High in a tower like yours was, but higher, a beauty asleep. All round the tower, a thicket of briar, 100 feet deep. Agony, no frustration more keen, when the one thing you want is a thing that you've not even seen.
I found a casket entirely of glass. No, it's unbreakable. Inside, don't ask, it's a maiden, alas, just as unbreakable was unmistakable. Agony is the way always barred. She has skin white as snow.
Did you learn her name?
No, there's a dwarf standing guard. Agony is such that princes must weep. Always and foremost to anything, almost or something asleep. If it were not for the thicket, Thicket's no trick, is it thick?
it's the thickest.
The quickest is thickets apart with the stick.
Yes, but even one cricket's my thing about blood.
Well, it's sick.
It's no sicker than your thing with dwarfs. Dwarfs.
Dwarfs are very upsetting. Not forgetting
The task unachievable, mountains unscalable, with this conceivable, but unavailable. Agony, misery, not to know what you miss. While they lie there for years,
and you cry on their beers.
what unbearable bliss. Agony,
That it cuts like a knife. Ah, well, back to my be off. Godspeed to you, brother.
Godspeed.
And after hours of searching for Granny, our intrepid travelers lost not only their way, but their patience as well.
Are you certain this is the right way?
We went down the dell. Perhaps you forgot the way. The path is straight!
The path was straight, now there is no path.
Oh, where's the stream? Where's the lily pond? Where's Granny? Calm down. Maybe we should turn back. No!
Well, then we're just gonna have to find Granny without the path.
But Mother warned me never to stray from the path.
The path is straight from you.
Look, over there, I see something. 3 oak trees.
Yes, yeah, I remember those. Good. Stop hitting trees.
Who's that? Who might that be?
You're blind. Move along, girl. Suck it up. It's the steward and the royal family.
Sorry.
What might you be doing out here in the middle of the woods?
A giant has set upon the castle.
I warned you. Why didn't you do anything?
I don't make the policy, I just carry it out.
And I warned you not to count on the royal family to solve your problems.
I think it best we go back to the village.
I wouldn't be in such a rush if I were you. Guess which path the giant took to the castle.
Oh no.
There's not much left of my garden. Not much at all left of your house.
But I heard that giants never strike the same house twice.
You heard wrong.
There! Oh.
The giant's a woman.
That size.
Alright! Now where's the little lad who killed my husband?
There is no lad
We
here.
haven't seen him.
I want the lad who climbed the beanstalk!
We'll get it for you right away. Just don't move.
It was you who destroyed our house, not a great wind. It's because of you I've got no mother. Oh yeah? Well, who destroyed my house? That boy asked me for shelter, then he stole our gold, our hen, our hawk, then he literally killed my husband. I'm just event to all these wrongdoings. We are not responsible for him.
You're wasting your breath.
She's right. You can't reason with a dumb giant.
Don't say that. Okay, not all giants are dumb. Just give me the boy, all right? Oh, we told you he's not here.
The girl is telling the truth.
Okay, well, I know that he's here, and I'm not gonna leave until he's delivered to me, so...
Now, the giant, who was nearsighted, was convinced that she had found the lad, and there was no consensus among them as to which course of action to take.
Put a spell on her. I no longer have my powers. If I did, do you think I'd be standing here with all of you? Well, we'll have to give her someone. The steward! It's his line of duty to sacrifice his life.
Don't be ridiculous. I'm not giving up my life for anyone.
Don't take it personally.
I'm waiting here!
You must understand, these were not people familiar with making choices. Their past experiences in the woods had in no way prepared them to deal with a force this great.
Excuse me, but would you like some blind girls instead? What? Pull them out of their misery! We are not that miserable!
What are you talking about?
She doesn't want them.
Oh, but what do you do?
I'm waiting!
Now, it's interesting to examine the moral issue involved here. Now, the finality of stories such as these dictates that... What? Sorry, I tell the story, I'm not part of it.
That's right!
Not one of us.
You're always on the outside.
That's my role. You must understand, there must always be someone on the outside.
Well, now you're going to be on the inside.
You're making a big mistake. Nonsense. You need an objective observer to pass the story along.
Some of us don't like the way you've been telling it.
If you drag me into this mess, you'll never know how your story ends. You'll be lost.
Wait, she's right. She's the only one who knows how the story ends.
You think it'll be fun when you have to tell it yourselves? Think of your baby.
Stop! She's right. Let her go. And put that away.
Oh, fine. Now, that's better. You don't want to live in a world of chaos. There must always be an outside.
Yeah, this is not fun.
Wait a minute, Why'd you have to go throw her into her arms?
You wanted to get rid of her too.
We might have thought of something else.
Oh, but if it was up to you, a decision would never be made.
Now that she's gone, we'll never know what will happen next.
We'll manage.
All right, let's take such a focus for this Clara.
No, Jack is just a boy. We had no food to eat, and so he sold his beloved cow in exchange for some magic beans. If anyone's to be blamed, it's the man who made the exchange.
Hey,
Nonsense. All right, well, he was your responsibility, and now I'm the one punishing him for his wrongs. This doesn't feel right to me.
We've suffered too. Do you think it was a picnic disposing of your husband's
Hey,
remains?
listen.
Oh, you get angry.
What about our anger? What about our loss? Who's been collapsing through our kingdom?
Be quiet.
I'll hide my son and you'll never find him.
Don't upset the giant.
You'll never find him.
Stop it. Don't upset the
And if
giant.
you don't upset this insect,
No. This is not the boy.
The boy is hiding in the steeple tower.
that's true.
Yes. All right. If he's not here, I'm gonna return and I'm gonna find all of you.
But Rapunzel,
No, wait.
No, don't step on.
Oh.
She's in poor condition.
Wake up.
Don't forget, Jack.
We won't.
Promise me you won't forget him. Promise me.
I will do all that I can.
Promise.
All right. I promise.
No, get away from me. You killed her.
I was thinking of the greater good. That's our job.
this is the world I planned. Couldn't you listen? Couldn't you stay content, safe behind walls? As I could not. Now you know what's out there in the world. No one stays untainted by the world. Only I could love you as you were. Only I who's frightened less of her than them. No matter what you say, children won't listen. No matter what you know, children refuse to learn. Guide them along the way. Still, they won't listen.
normal.
We must be gone if we're to arrive before nightfall.
Where are you going?
Honestly, we are off to a hidden kingdom.
We can't take everyone. Fools. There's nowhere to hide.
You'll never make it alone. We have to stay together and find a way out of this.
Some people are cut out to battle giants, and others are not. I don't have the constitution. So as long as I can be of no help, I'm going to hide. Everything will be fine in the end. Go.
Not always.
Oh, I hope the giant steps on them all!
You shouldn't say that.
You were thinking the same thing.
This is terrible! We just saw 3 people die!
Oh, since when are you so squeamish?
How many walls have you carved up?
A wolf's not the same.
Ask a wolf's mother!
Stop it!
I suggest that we find that boy and get her what she wants.
What if we give her the boy? She'll kill him too!
And if we don't,
She'll kill half the kingdom.
Enough! One step at a time. Maybe if he apologizes, makes amends.
Yes, he'll return the stolen goods.
Yes, he's really a sweet white heart. She'll see that.
You people are so blind. It's because of that boy that there's a giant in our land. Now, while you continue talking about the problem, I'm going to go find that boy and serve him to the giant for lunch.
Are we really gonna let her feed the boy to the giant?
no.
I'll have to find him first.
I'll go too.
No, you stay here with the baby.
No, we'll fan out. It will increase our chances of finding him. And you stay here with the baby. I don't want you running about alone in the woods.
You would leave our child with her?
Yes, the baby's asleep. He'll be fine. He'll be fine.
What if the giant were to return?
The giant will not harm them, I know.
How do you know?
I know.
But what if...
But what if? But what if? Well, only a giant's foot. Stop your arguing.
You will stay here with the baby. Please.
Do you two always argue like that?
No, not really.
Seems like you do. And there's nothing wrong with having an argument.
Okay.
Milky! Milky!
That's him. Jack! Jack!
Milky!
Stay here with the baby.
But I want to come too.
No, you will be safer here. Please. Fine, but don't be gone too long, please. I will only walk 100 paces. If I don't find the boy, I will come right back.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Ah! Kitty 1, kitty 2, kitty 3, kitty 4. Hello, sir.
Hello.
You must be here to slay the giant.
Yes.
Have you come upon the giant yet?
No.
I have.
You have.
Yes.
And what are you doing here alone in the woods?
Oh, well, my husband and I, we were, well, it's a long story.
Your husband, he would let you roam alone in the woods?
No, it was my choice. I'm looking for the lad.
Your choice.
Yes.
How brave.
Oh, brave. I don't.
Yes. Anything can happen in the woods. May I kiss you? Any moment we could be crushed. Don't feel rushed.
This is ridiculous. What am I doing here? I'm in the wrong story. Oh, wait, please, 1 moment. We cannot do this. You have a princess.
Yes, you're right.
And I have I have a bigger.
Of course, how foolish. Foolishness can happen in the woods. Once again, please, let your hesitations be hushed. Any moment, big or small, is a moment. After all, seize the moment. Skies may fall any moment.
No. This is not right.
Right and wrong don't matter in the woods. Only feelings let us meet the moment unblushed. Life is often so unpleasant. You must know that as a peasant. Let us take the moment present as a present for the moment.
Jack? Jack? 81, 82, Excuse me, ma'am, what's wrong?
The tree has fallen. My mother's grave destroyed.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
My dreams have been crushed.
Don't say that.
It's true. You wouldn't understand.
Well, look, you can't stay here. There's a giant roaming about.
I'm sure the prince will see to it the giant is rid from our land.
There's been no sign of the prince. No doubt he's off seducing some young maiden.
What?
Well, I understand that's what princes do.
Not all princes.
Hey, you look like the princess, but if she were dirty, you are the princess.
Oh, please, please, get up. Get off. I'm not a princess out here.
Well, what are you to do?
Probably return to the castle.
Oh, you haven't heard. The castle, we came across the royal family. The castle has been set upon by the giant.
And the prince?
Well, the prince was not with them. Here, come with me. You'll be safer in our company.
I must leave you.
Why?
The giant.
The giant. I had almost forgotten. Will we meet each other in the woods again?
This was just a moment in the woods. Our moment, shimmering and lovely and sad. Leave the moment, just be glad for the moment that we had. Any moment is a moment when you're in the woods. Now, I must go off to slay the giant. That is what the next moment holds for me. I shall not forget you, how brave you are to be alone in the woods, and how very alive you've made me feel.
What was that? Was that me? Was that him? Did a prince really kiss me? And kiss me? And kiss me? And did I kiss him back? Was it wrong? Am I mad? Was that all? Does he miss me? Was he suddenly getting bored with me? Now wake up! Stop dreaming! Stop prancing about the woods! It's not beseeming. What is it about the woods? Back to life, back to sense, back to child, back to husband. No one lives in the woods. There are vows, there are ties, there are needs, there are standards, there are shouldn'ts and shoulds. What about instead? There's the answer if you're clever. Have a child for warmth and a baker for bread and a prince for whatever. Never it's these woods. Face the facts, find the boy, join the group, stop the giant, just get out of these woods. Was that him? Yes it was. Was that me? No, it wasn't just a trick of the woods. Just a moment, one peculiar passing moment. Must it all be either less or more, either plain or grand? Is it always or is it never end? That's what woods are for those moments in the woods. Oh, if a life were made of
makes the army more than it did before. Now I understand, and it's time to leave the woods. Maybe 1, maybe 2, maybe 3. No. Okay. Maybe 1, maybe 2, maybe 3. Maybe 1, maybe 2, maybe 3. No. The giant! No! No! No!
She should be back by now.
She said she would only go 100 paces.
I'm sure she'll return.
No, I should look for her.
Wait!
In which direction did she go?
Ow! Look who I found! Please don't let her get me to the giant! It's not our fault the giant wants you.
Let go of him!
You're hurting me!
Jack! Where did you find them? Where's my wife?
She's dead.
What?
I'm sorry, sir. I came upon her. She was under a tree and...
He was sobbing over her like she was his own mother.
How? How could this happen?
I buried her in the footprint. How awful.
I should have known better. I should have known better. I shouldn't have left her alone in the woods. I shouldn't have...
Remorseful because you know her.
My wife is dead.
Wake up! People are dying all around you. You're not the only one who has suffered a loss. When you're dead, you're dead. Now, it's time to deliver this one to the giant before we're all so much dead meat.
Keep away from him!
No! This is not the time to be tender-hearted. He's going to the giant and I'm taking him.
Yes! He's the one to blame. It's because of you my wife is dead and there's a giant in our midst.
I said, my fault. I was given those beans. You persuaded me to trade away my 4 beans. I found those beans. There had been no trouble to get up to the giants in the first place.
Wait a minute, man. Chickpeas for a cow sold that you had to tell a lie to sell, which you told were they worth less beans, were they oversold? Who tell us who persuaded you to steal that gold?
So it's your fault.
No!
Yes, it's your fault.
No!
Yes, it is.
It's not.
It's true.
Wait a minute, though I only sold the gold to get my cow back from you.
So it's your fault.
Yes!
Wait a minute, I didn't make those beans, but our house was cursed. She made us get a cow to get the curse reversed.
It's his father's fault the curse got placed in the place got cursed in the first place.
Oh, so it's his fault.
So it's his fault.
Yes, it is. It's his.
I guess.
Wait a minute, though I chopped down the beanstalk right, that's clear, but without any beanstalk then what's clear is how did the second giant get down here in the first place, second place?
Yes. How?
Well, you had the other bean.
The other bean?
The other bean?
You pocketed the other bean.
I didn't. Yes, I did.
So it's your
No,
fault.
it isn't, because I gave it to my wife.
So it's her
No,
fault.
it isn't. Wait a minute.
is it?
She exchanged that bean to obtain your shoes, so the one who knows what happened to the bean is
Give
you.
me that old bean, that's your wife. Oh dear, well I didn't know until I threw it down back here.
So it's your fault.
See, it's her fault. And it isn't mine at all.
But what?
But if you hadn't gone back up again, you agreed that you need that hand.
But I got it from my mother.
So her fault then. So what about the harp in the necklace?
Harp, yes.
Why she dare me to?
I dared you
She
too.
dared me to. She said that I was dared to. She dared me.
No, I didn't.
So it's your fault.
Wait a minute.
You hadn't dared him to.
You had left the harp alone.
Well, if you hadn't got the other bean in the first place, it was your fault. It was in the first place.
Yes, it is.
It was in the first place. You were responsible. You were responsible. It was your fault. It's the last night. It's the last wish. It's the last midnight. Soon it will be blue. Squish! Told the little You're so nice. You're not good, you're not bad, you're just nice. I'm not good, I'm not nice, I'm just right. I'm the witch, you're the wild. I'm the witch, I'm what no one believes. I'm the witch. You're all liars and thieves, like his father, like his son will be too. Oh, why bother? You'll just do what you do. It's the last midnight, so goodbye. Coming up too fast, midnight. Soon you see the sky fall. Where you wanna be?
No, 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 no.
Have another baby. You told me from making you rich. Time to release the law. Here you want some more. Listen to the roar. Try to score. I will play another witch. It's the last midnight. It's the last verse. Now before it's past midnight, I'm leaving you my last verse. I'm leaving you alone. You can tend the garden. It's yours, separate and alone. Everybody tell on the floor so I put the rain. Lost to me again. Punish me the way you did then. Give me clothes and a hunch just away from this punch and the doom and the blue and the boom. And here I go.
Maybe I shouldn't have stolen her vagina.
Maybe I shouldn't have strayed from the path.
Yes. Maybe you shouldn't have.
Where are you going?
Away from here.
But you said we had to find our way out of this
It
together.
doesn't matter if we're together or apart.
We need your help.
No, you don't understand, do you? You needed my wife. I depended on her for everything.
You would leave your child?
He'll be better in the arms of a princess.
No! Wait! Oh,
All right. All right, come on. Come on, let's go.
okay.
Jack,
Let's go! Come on, move it!
No, 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 no. I thought you were dead.
Not completely. Are we ever?
As far as I'm concerned, you are.
Is that true?
It's because of you all of this happened.
I strayed into the garden to get a gift for your mother, and I foolishly took some of those beans for myself. How was I to know? How are we ever to know? And when she died, I ran from my guilt, and now aren't you doing the same thing?
No.
Aren't you running away?
No more questions. Please. No more tests. How's the day you say what for? Please, no more.
Disappoint, we disappear, we die, we don't.
What?
They disappoint and turn, I fear, forgive though they won't.
No more riddles. No more jests. No more curses you can't undo. Left by fathers you never knew. No more quests. No more feelings. Time to shut the door. Just no more.
Running away, let's do it. Free from the ties that bind. No more despair or burdens to bear out there on the yonder. Running away, go to to it? Where did you have in mind? Have to take care unless there's where you'll only be wandering blind. Just more questions, different kind. Where are we to go? Where are we ever to go? Running away will do it. Why sit around resigned? Trouble is son, the farther you run, the more you feel undefined. For what you have left undone, and more, what you've left behind. We disappoint, we make a mess, we die, but we don't.
We disappoint in turn, I guess, forget though we won't. Like Father, like Son. No more giants waging war. Can't we just pursue our lives with our children and our wives till that happier day arrives? How do you ignore all the witches, all the curses, all the wolves, all the lies, the false hopes, the goodbyes, the reverses, all the wandering verses still in store? All the children, all the giants, no more.
Come on, just a little bit longer. Oh, I knew you'd return. He wouldn't leave his baby.
Looked like he was going
Give me my son. He always cries when...
All right. What are we to do next?
I don't know, we have to make a plan before the giant returns.
What?
I don't know, we have to act.
If there were just some way we could surprise her.
She's too tall to surprise.
Oh, good friends. I need your help now more than ever. What is the point? I don't care. What matters now is we find a way to fell the giant. How can you help? You could do that? Oh, how could I ever thank you? All right. Goodbye, good friends.
You can talk to birds.
The birds will help.
Okay.
How?
When the giant returns, the birds will peck her eyes out until she's blind.
When she's blind, she'll stagger about.
She'll get angry.
And she'll crush us all.
We'll smear the ground with pitch. We'll lure her to an area covered in pitch, and then her shoes will stick and she won't be able to move.
And I will strike her from behind.
Now strike her how? And lure her where?
Yeah, where?
A tower.
What tower?
Over there, between those two oak trees. An old tower.
Yeah, send her to the tower.
Well, let's act quickly. It'll be dark soon.
Here.
Thank you.
I'm excited!
Come on.
Oh, no. Oh, don't cry, little one. I know you want your mother.
Hello.
The giant went that way.
My darling, I did not recognize you in those old clothes and with a child. We must get you back to the castle at once. There's a giant on the loose.
The giant has been to the castle.
Oh, God, no, are you all right? My love, why are you being so cold?
Maybe because I'm not your only love. Am
I love you. I do. But, yes, it is true.
Why, if you have loved me, would you have strayed?
I thought if I had you, then I could not ask for more. And part of me is as contented and as happy as I'd ever been, but another part of me just continually needs more.
I, on occasion, have wanted more. But that doesn't mean I went out in search of it. If this is how you behave as a prince, what kind of king will you be?
I was raised to be charming, not sincere. I did not ask to be born a king. I'm not perfect, I'm only human.
I think you should go.
Leave, but I do love
Consider me lost, a victim of the giant.
you. Is that really what you wish?
My father's house was a nightmare. Your house was a dream. Now, I want something in between. Please, go.
I shall always love the maiden who ran away.
And I the far-off prince.
They're almost finished! You see, over there, between the two towers. When the giant comes, we have to send it over there.
Good.
And I'm gonna climb the tower too.
Well, I'm glad you're here to help me. What's wrong?
My granny's gone.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
I don't think my mother or my granny would be happy with me.
Why?
They said to always make them proud. And here I am about to kill somebody.
Not somebody. A giant who's been doing harm.
But the giant's a person too. Aren't we to show forgiveness? Mother would be very unhappy with these circumstances.
Mother cannot fight you. Now you're on your own. Only me beside you. Still you're not alone. No one is alone. Truly, no one is alone. Sometimes people leave you halfway through the wood. Others may deceive you. You decide what's good. You decide alone. But no one is alone.
I wish.
I know.
Wait until Mother hears I've slain the giant.
Oh, Jack. Your mother is dead.
Dead. Was she killed by the giant?
No, she was trying to protect you and she was struck a deadly blow by the Prince's steward.
Oh no, why would he do that?
He thought that she might be provoking the giant.
And no one bring her back.
No.
That steward will pay for this. After we slay the giant, I will slay him.
You will do nothing of the sort.
But he shouldn't have killed my mother. Right?
Of course not.
Then he must die.
No, Jack.
Why not?
Because that would be wrong.
What he did was wrong. He should be punished.
And he will be. Somehow.
How?
I don't know. Stop asking me questions that I can't answer.
I'm going to kill
Well,
him.
then kill him. No, don't kill him.
Mother isn't here now.
Things right
Who
things.
knows what she'd say?
Who can say what?
Nothing's quite so clear now.
Things right things.
You've lost your way.
You decide, but you are not alone.
Believe me, no one is
No
alone.
one is alone, believe me.
Truly,
You move just a finger. Say the slightest word. Something's bound to linger. Be heard. No one acts alone. Careful, no one is alone.
people make mistakes.
Fathers,
People make mistakes.
holding to their own, thinking their own.
Honor their mistakes. Everybody makes
One another's terrible mistakes.
Witches can be right. Giants can be good.
You decide what's right. You decide what's good.
Just remember.
Just remember, someone is on your side. Someone else is not. While we're seeing our side, maybe we forgot. You are not alone. No one is alone.
Hard to see the light now.
Just don't let it go. Things will come out right now.
We can make it so.
Someone is on your side.
Here she comes! Okay, remember, don't let her know our plan. Okay. Okay! Where's the boy? We told you he's not here!
We know where he is. We can't go on hiding him any longer. He has to pay the price for his wrongs.
Okay, so tell me where he is.
He's over there!
You see over there where the birds are swarmed? Jack is hiding in that tower.
All right, thank you. Now I shall leave your kingdom and peace will be restored.
Oh, good birds! Oh, she doesn't look happy! Oh, ouch! A club is stuck in her head!
But look, it's working. She's starting to sway.
She's starting to bleed all over!
She's beginning to fall.
She's beginning to fall this way!
The slotted spoon can't catch the potato.
Every knot was once a straight rope.
The harder to wait, the better to have.
The greater the good, the harder the blow.
I know how to get there.
And how to get back?
And eat first. If that goes on today, maybe no tomorrow.
And let's hope there will be no more killing.
Where am I to go? I have no one to take care of me.
Well, you'll have to take care of yourself now, Jack. It's time.
No, it's not! I'll take care of him!
You will.
Yes, I'll be your mother now!
I don't want another mother. I want a friend. And a pet.
Well, of course, we have nowhere to go, so we'll move into the
Oh,
field!
no, my house is in shambles. I don't know if
Oh,
that's...
come on, it'll be fine!
All right, of course you can move in with
Woo,
me.
let's go!
And you shall join us too.
Oh, are you not to return to the castle?
I'll gladly help you with your home. You know, there are times where I actually enjoy cleaning. How proud your wife must have been.
Oh, and how sad it is that my son will never know her. Maybe I just wasn't meant to have children.
Don't say that. Of course you were meant to have children.
But how will I go about being a father with no one to mother my child?
Just calm the child.
Yes, calm the child.
Look, tell him the story of how it all happened. Be father and mother. You'll know what to do.
Alone.
Sometimes people leave you halfway through the world. Do not let it grieve you. No one leaves for good. You are not alone. No one is alone. Walk into the light now. Let him see the glow. Things will be alright now. Tell him what you
know. Once upon a time. In a far-off kingdom lived a sad young lad, a young maiden, and a baker with his wife.
Thank you.